that gets the Cal defense on their heels. That creates the kick-out opportunities, and that will keep the ball in their possession. The more possessions they're able to have this quarter, the fewer times Cal can unleash the great outside arms that they have.
Again, Cal's had some chances. Remember those 2 missed penalty shots?
Oh, and a couple outside shots that just go off the top bar.
Yeah.
You can hear the thud from up here. These aren't light shots. They're coming with a lot of velocity.
Cal with the first possession here to begin the 4th. Milish inside, another bar shot. Good work to retrieve it.
Great presence of mind for her.
And an exclusion foul after that.
Exclusion on the UCLA number 2, East Williams.
Cal officially only 1 for 4 for their 6-on-5s. They've had 3 penalty throws. They're 1 for 3 on those. They've got to convert these in order to win big games like this.
Critical chance here, skipped in front and blocked away. Vital in the mix again defensively.
That was uncharacteristically good. And that's the kind of shot when you skip it that far in front of the goal, and with an arm like Targo's, that's going to go 6 feet over the cage the way it did.
Corso looking on as his team missed an opportunity to begin the quarter with a goal. Lob inside, 5-meter chance coming up. UCLA.
Yet another 5-meter chance. That was Sarah Smiley grabbing the arm of Rachel Fatal. Fatal drawing yet another ejection opportunity, and she's going to be taking her own shot. But that's what the counterattack does. You create mismatches, and you put the defenders in a position they don't want to be.
Fatal scored one of these to end the last quarter. Has another one to begin this quarter. She went to the other side last time and mixing it up and scoring again.
You know, it's so easy for her. You know, Manny Trabuco, you see her kind of starting to move to her right and just kind of gave up. You just kind of, okay, well, the ball's behind me before I even get there. But that's what makes her so special as a player. That's all, because she could do that. She could make a steal in transition. She could make the pass to somebody in transition. She could draw the kick out. So, again, anytime you get a 5-tool player like that, it's fun to watch.
So 4 goals now for number 4 for the Bruins, and the lead at 5. Milish.
Cal's still doing a great job driving weak side. That time, Cody Hill saw it was coming and came off her man and knocked the ball down from the backside. And here's that counterattack. Who's it? Hill to Donahoe.
Out ahead of the pack. Trying to ward off the defense. No whistle yet. Bruins keep it. But there defensively, McKee doing just enough to limit the shot attempt.
Yeah, but again, they're down. They've got their offense set up with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. And, you know, they got Cal thinking, oh, great, we dodged one, which makes them relax a little bit defensively.
And Fatal, that's almost a whiff for her, well wide the cage.
That was like Targo's shot in transition the other time.
Corso going to spend the time out here as the possessions start to dwindle here in this quarter. He wants to get his team the best shot possible, trailing by 5 in the 4th on Pac-12. Fair when March Madness resumes tonight here in the pool. UCLA pulling away here, the cushion the 4th, with big 6-on-5 opportunity here for Cal to work its way back in it. And they can't put it home. Sammy Hill smothering save.
Sammy Hill smothering save. That is the definition of a smothering save. She's holding her ground near side. The defense is trying to come crash down on the shooter, and she just stuffed that. That's one of those volleyball stuff saves. But again, Sammy just holding her ground. Tremendous leg strength, tremendous body support. offensive foul called in front of the cage, turning the ball over to the Bears.
Approaching the final 5-minute stretch of regulation. Overtime game, first time they met. And Cal make it interesting here, and that one touched the end, turnover.
Cross-pool pass, they got a little casual getting over there. The wind blew the ball into the out-of-bounds line, turn it over to the Bruins. And down by 4, Cal has got to preserve the ball. Every time down, they need a legitimate attempt in order to get back into this game.
Kenzie Barr gives it up. 13 left to shoot. Barr gets it back. Entry to the 2-meter spot.
Again, entry pass that's that hard and that high, it's going to be very tough to corral.
Here's one of those possessions that Cal needs to punch home. Young. Barr draped all over her. On tall. Illich pushed far away from the cage. 7 left to shoot. Not a great shot, but it works. Tarago rips it home.
I was just about to say that for UCLA, you've got to know where Illich, where Tarago were on tall. Tarago picks the ball up. She wasn't even fouled outside 5. Just kind of turns it with a little turn of her shoulders, a little flick of the wrist. The ball is cross cage, high corner, past again, the best goalkeeper in the country in Sammy Hill. That's just a world-class shot.
And member of the Spanish national team, won silver in London at the Olympics and won gold with her country at home at the Worlds last year held in Barcelona. 10-6 the score. Bears need scores at one end, they need stops at this end. And they got one.
That was the sort of pass that while the player had inside water, there were a couple of Cal defenders there. It had to have been a perfect opportunity. Forster had to have been able to pick the ball up and actually make a movement toward the cage. So that was a good no call on the part of Koganoff down at that end.
You see Hale passes off. Karan with a touch back to Hale. Stephanie Mutafian in the mix. Cross-court shot. And the junior from Montreal, Quebec. So Karan able to put it home, and it's a 3-goal game.
Again, the European arms, Karan from Canada, she's got the same kind of mentality. She's got great leg support, is able to come across her body, puts that cross cage on. Sammy Hill a little slow to kind of react to that, but that doesn't take anything away from Michelle. This is what Cal did to get back into the game with UCLA and Stanford. The Bruins have got to knock down these shooters and get beat from other places in the pool. Don't allow the best shooters in the world to shoot the ball from 7-8 meters within the 10 feet of goal. The Sammy Hill is looking to create an angle to force them away from the center of the pool.
So Brandon Brooks taking a timeout to chat with his team. Still up by 3 of the Bruins, thanks in part to this work from Emily Donahoe.
And Donahoe, again, she's fundamentally sound. We talked about her getting her legs underneath her, but she's also so powerful and situationally aware, right? The right place, the right time with the right decision making. So in one context, she might make a pass to set somebody up, but in another context, she might just, and it's 3. This is not. It is going to be a much closer game than this, Jason, because Cal's not out of this yet. UCLA's got to put together a solid offensive outing here, or they're going to be looking at Cal counterattacking in the other direction.
Donahoe out there with Fatal. Bruins looking for a big goal here, which might help seal it. See if they opt to work most of the shot clock here. 15 left to shoot now for the Bruins. Fatal pushed out by Karan. Backhanded shot, stop.
Looked like Forrester, didn't quite have everything on that defense. Did a great job of knocking down arm. Here's Cal on the counterattack.
Bears looking to make it 3 straight goals. Looking for a better angle. Karan, fouled, she'll keep it. There's the shot and it's home. Back-to-back goals for the junior for the Bears, and it's a 2-goal game.
Again, that was all Karan. You saw her trying to draw the foul outside 5. Did you see her pick the ball up? It looked like she was going to drop the ball off cross cage. She kind of goofy-footed Sammy Hill. Sammy was off her legs that time. She came back near side with a kind of wraparound shot. Very clever shooter. And again, 2-goal game. It is not over here, Jason.
So pressure on the Bruins to get something accomplished in the offensive end. Angled lob. Bruins will keep possession. Approaching the final 2 minutes of regulation.
Looks like the Bears are fouling to try to gain possession, so they're coming over the top. They're being even more aggressive in the first 3 quarters.
Cody Hill gives it up. Donahoe. 8 left to shoot. Looking for the 2-meter spot. Exclusion.
Forrester on the exclusion. UCLA only 3 of 9 on their 6-on-5. This not only gives them an extra 35 seconds of shot clock, but the opportunity to score 6-on-5. We'll see what they do.
Donahoe comes near side. Rodimus, Fatal. Cody Hill passes it up. Penalty expired. Bounce shot. Donahoe scores again.
Why Cal doesn't just take Donahoe out of the mix entirely, because she scored so easily from that side of the pool. Again, fundamentally sound. She gets her shoulders around and her legs underneath her, is able to throw that fastball near side, skip it top corner. Tribuco, by all rights, should have had her hands a little bit lighter, but as the ball's moving around, she's got to use her hands to move back and forth. The situational awareness we talked about, we showed right there by Emily Donahoe.
46 on the season now for Donahoe. Hale. Latafian. 10 left to shoot. Game clock dwindling 2. Into the final minute, Sammy Hill tipped it out. Cal will keep it.
Well, again, last minute, Cal down by 3 goals. This is one of these things where UCLA can't hold on to the ball once they get possession, even if there's a goal scored here. So the game's essentially over.
Near steal for Becca Doors. And again, big goal by Donahoe. As we talked about, always seems that she scores ones that factor in the outcome of the game. And that one may have sealed it in the final minute 30. Bears just trying to work here, get a shot. And Sammy Hill denies another.
That's got to be frustrating. You move the ball around, you get great position, you have a chance to not put the ball away. Sammy knocks it out. UCLA's been on defense the last 40 seconds straight, but it doesn't matter. Cal just hasn't been able to get through to her in the last minute, and that's been the difference this game, essentially.
Latafian waiting, and again, Bears not able to find a way to put one home, and that's out of play, and that'll do it.
What was done a few moments ago with you Bruins just play keep away.
Sammy Hill will do just that. Time's going to expire. Strong start for the Golden Bears, up 1 after 1, but after that, all UCLA, and the Bruins improve to 19-2 on the year, beating Cal for the 2nd time this season. 11-8 the final, and that plane ride to Hawaii are going to be a little bit nicer, as we said, with the victory in their pocket. Strong performance for the Bruins, Chris, and again, their stars doing it. Donahoe and Fatal each with